Welcome traders. Let's start with Surplus Forex weekly forecast for the upcoming week of June 22nd to June 26, 2020. As I always start with the USD index. Before starting with the USD index, we always start with summarizing the last week performance. As for the last week performance, it was fantastic week. We went through there were a couple of no trades. We could not trade USDCAD and we could not trade USD Swiss franc, and we did meet one loss on Kiwi USD. And other than that, we did meet all the first targets on the rest of the pairs, and on obviously on WTI sweet crude oil, we met both the targets. Overall, very good performance. We made about 517 pips, made a 58 pip loss on Kiwi USD, and that brings it down to 459. That does not include any pips gained in gold USD. So we gained 804 pips. All in all, total we made 1263 pips in total. I always calculate gold separately, as you know. Always I take gold as exotic and I calculate it separately. And I keep my lot sizes very small on this so that it does not pull my performance swings on down or up too much. So overall good week. Past week for June 15, June 19, very good week. 517 pips we made, lost 58 pips. Overall total calculating the pairs, 459 pips and plus 804 pips we gained on gold by meeting the first target as is. Total gain 1263 pips. As I'll run through the pairs, I'll describe all the targets achieved before going through the analysis of the next week. So let's start with the USD index. As of now, USD index is sitting at 97.66. It's above the uptrend line and it's above the EMA 17. I expect it to go further from here towards the north, even though there's news in the market that there's net short position. CTFC report says that net short positions have been are increased. So according to me, my understanding is that the index will drop, US dollar will drop, but technically speaking, I'm on otherwise I'm on bullish for USD still. It's got potential to go up from here. So that being said, let's check on a 4-hour chart how it looks. On a 4-hour chart, if it breaks 97.95, so it makes a good test at 97.96. I'm keeping my first target 98.17, second target 98.43. Keeping the stop loss 97.44. On the reverse side, if it falls below all the way close to 96.76, makes a good test here. Make sure it makes a positive test here, for there's been lots of consolidation in the past in this area. Then first target 96.50, second target 96.22. Once again, my bias on USD index is bullish for the forthcoming week for June 22nd. Next one is Euro USD on a daily time frame. We see that as of now it's sitting at 111.77. So as I'm bullish on USD index, and I expect euro to fall further from here. For last week, we gained on USD about 62 pips on first 1.5 target. So I closed on Friday with 62 pips in total, and for this week I expect it to fall further below this trend line, but we are open both ways. Let's check on a 4-hour chart. As of now, it's on a daily time frame, it's below EMA, and I'm expecting, and it's below the downtrend line. I'm expecting it to come below the uptrend line on the daily time frame. On a 4-hour chart, if it drops below 111.49, 111.50, then makes a good test at 111.38, then we should get an entry at 111.38, keeping first target 110.88, second target 110.42, keeping the stop loss at 112.06. On the reverse side, if it crosses this resistance of 112.60, then we can take an entry at 112.70, first target 113.20, second target 113.80. I expect it to drop further from here. As of now, it's currently sitting at 111.77. On GBPUSD, it was good. We met both the targets on GBPUSD. We made about 111 pips. In addition to that, I made use of the fall and in the price for GBPUSD and gained another 110 pips on this, total making 221 pips. All in all, based on the previous target set, if you look into the previous target, we made around 111 pips, clean and neat. So as of now, it's currently under the EMA 17 and it's crossed the uptrend line downwards. I expect it to fall further from here, though it might touch 124, 124.25, close to that here, and then from here it'll start falling further. And I expect it to cross 122.91. Let's see on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, if it crosses 122.90, then make an entry at 122.76 and keeping first target 122.10, second target at 121.03. Make sure it makes a positive test here, this being previous consolidation in this area. Same as here, if it tries to go north from here, then 124.75 is the old support. If it crosses that, makes a good test here for 124.98, then it'll certainly shoot up to 125.53 with the second target 126.44. On USDCAD, fantastic. Is it as of now, it's very close, sitting close to EMA 17 value. It's at 136.07, right on top of that on a daily time frame, and it's above it's crossed the old downtrend line. It's going upwards, and I expect it to reach the other upper level trend line here, and then moving forward. As of now, it might you might see some consolidation in this area before it breaks this 136.65 pivotal line. So let's see on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, it's currently sitting above the EMA 17. It's broken an old trend line. That's why you see the consolidation here. I expect it to rise bullish from here. If it crosses this resistance of 136.65 and makes a good test here, please take care. There will be another consolidation here at 136.65. So if it breaks that, well, there's lots of 30 pip difference. I'm keeping it about 25 pip difference. So if it crosses this, then 136.82, good entry. Keeping first target 137.23, second target 137.75. On the reverse side, if it starts dropping, expect it to break the old resistance and support at 134.90. Below that, make an entry at 134.77, first target 134.22, second target 133.60. I still expect that the USD will rise, though as of now Canadian dollar is getting strong as well from the CFTC report. So I expect that it will break 136.65, and from there, if it breaks that, it will go further north. But be open both ways. USD JPY, we met first target that was just set at 26 pips, and we gained our first target, we couldn't gain the second target. So as of now, on a daily time frame for last 4 days, it started falling and currently sitting at 106.89. Though it's below the EME, it's above the old trend line, downtrend line, and it's in the consolidation phase. It's not going anywhere. I still expect it to rise from here. On a 4-hour chart, if it breaks 107.30, then 107.25, then I see that 107.29, 107.30 will be good entry point for us. You see lots of consolidation in this area. Expect the same. Make use of that consolidation from 107 to 156 easily. You can gain these pips here. That's the first target. Second target, if it breaks this 107.63, it's going to stop at 107.90, 107.92. So that will be the good gain for us. On the reverse side, if it starts falling, break this old support of 106.55. So make sure that there's a good test here. 106.48 will be another downwards entry point, keeping first target 106.10 and further 105.72 as the second target. On Kiwi USD, we could not make a trade last week, and it's been in the consolidation. You can see that it's between 65.07 and about 64. There's been consolidation all the way through between 65 and 64. So as of now, currently sitting at 63.97. Right above the old resistance, old support of 63.95. So I still believe that Kiwi will fall further from here, and though it's sitting over the EME 17, I believe that it'll break this and it'll come down 63.95. So let's see on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, is under the downtrend line. It's under the EME. I expect it to fall further. If it breaks 63.95, you can make an entry, clean entry at 63.89 here. Make sure, so as it's been moving in consolidation, so it's moving in consolidation, so that down below you'll expect the consolidation in the same fashion. Close to 63.89 is the entry point. From there onwards, first target 63.67, second target 63.37. On the reverse side, it'll be very hard for it to break, but if it breaks this, 64.81 will be the entry point. Make sure another positive test here at a 4-hour chart, and then first target 65.11, second target 65.47. That's for Kiwi USD. Same fashion, Aussie USD. For Aussie USD, we met first target, grabbing 44 pips over the top. I made use of the fall, and 64 pips on 16th. Date 16th on Tuesday, I made another 64 pips, grabbing drop from 68.33 downwards. So on here, the big wick you see. So I made pips here, about 64 pips. Anyways, it did meet our first target of 44 pips, and as of now sitting at 68.34, right close to 68.37, the EME, right below that. It's above the downtrend line for the upper level trend line. So this I expect it to fall further, as I am positive on US dollar. I'm bullish on US dollar. So on a 4-hour chart, if it drops below 67.74, 67.75, this is an old support here. You can see if it drops below that, then 67.59 will be a good entry point, straight shoot through, and then right above 67.14, I have put a first target at 67.24 and second target at 66.71. On the reverse side, if it crosses the old resistance, this is a pretty strong resistance here, 69.21. Expect another consolidation close to this line, and that will be a good option for us to check for the test. If it makes a good test here, positive test here, then the first target will be 69.67, and the second target will be 70.21 for entry 69.21. So Aussie USD, I still believe, as I'm bullish on USD, Aussie is expected to fall further and will cross 67.75. Next is USD Swiss franc. You can see on a daily chart a good consolidation all the way through, and currently sitting at 95.23, below the downtrend line and below the EMA, but I expect it to rise further from here. We could not make any trade on USD Swiss franc past week. I expect to make some trade for the forthcoming week. Let's see on a 4-hour chart. I expect the USD to rise if it breaks the old resistance of 95.43. Then this will be a good entry at 95.53. First target 95.71, second target 95.96. On the reverse side, if it drops below the support of 95.82, then 95.76 will be the good entry point for us, and keeping first target 94.50, second target at all the way down 94.04. So be open both ways. That will be beneficial, but I still expect it to rise and break this old resistance of 95.43. Next one is West Texas sweet oil, crude oil. So as of now, currently sitting at 37.91. That was a wonderful trade last week. As I mentioned, we met both the targets, grabbed about 274 pips. Over and above, I again made another entry, grabbing 169 pips in last 2 days, and very good trade. Overall, I made 443 pips. But if we take into consideration the mentioned targets in the previous week, a plain flat entry gave us 274 pips in here on the sweet oil. As of now, it's above the EMA, it's above the uptrend line on a 4-hour chart. Let's see our forthcoming week entries. Currently, if it breaks this 39.10, make sure it'll obviously be like this consolidation. It'll be obviously going through a consolidation phase here for a few candles, and then you can make an entry if it's positive. Test, you can make an entry at 39.10. grabbing 40.79 all the way in the sky, and 42.07 as a second target. On the reverse side, if it starts falling as predicted by others, I always go reverse sometimes. 36.30 is one resistance and support level. It's an old one, but if it crosses that, drops below that, and another 30 pips, so I'm expecting that 36.03 will be a good entry point here if it makes a positive test. Getting first target 35.04, second target at 33.82. I still believe there's still steam left for it to go up before it makes a further fall. So as of now, I'm bullish on the oil as well. Gold USD, gold rising, Japanese yen is rising same time. So people are, hedge funds are, and banks are investing in gold more to hedge the risk, but I still see that that was the last week, and it did came up on the last day of the last week. On Friday, it may make a good swing back. As of now, sitting close to 75.50, 1743, and from here I expect it to go further north. As of now, it's above the uptrend line, it's above the EMA 17. So let's see on a 4-hour chart, just to let you guys know that we did meet first target, making total 804 pips total in this gold last week. And now see, let's see on a 4-hour chart, if it breaks this 1755 and makes a good positive test here, then you can shoot for the first target entry at 1755, shoot for first target 1762, second target 1774. On the reverse side, if it drops below 1730, make an entry at 1729, first target 1720, second target 1710. I still expect it to break this 1755 going forward toward, more towards the north, if it doesn't start another consolidation phase here. But that will be another opportunity to make some pips here. As of now, good entry point at 1755, open on the other side as well, stay open for another entry at 1729 on the south side. So that's all from my side for this week of June 22nd, starting June 22nd, next forthcoming week. I wish you guys all the best, and stay safe, trade safe.